So today we have with us Dr. Mallika Agrawal, who is Associate Consultant in the Unit of Breast Services of the Cancer Institute at Medanta, the Medicity, Gurgaon. Dr. Mallika, welcome to the Dynamic
Thank,
Medical Student Summit.
thank you. How are you doing, Dr. Sajjan?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Dr. Mallika. So the entire event is mainly based around the medical students. Okay, the theme is about the career opportunities, and mainly looking into the practical aspects of medical
Yeah.
specialties. So in this case, in surgery. So what can a medical student can look forward as a career pathway in surgery, and what it takes to be a surgeon. Okay, so to be more candid and see what from your point of view and from
Sure.
your life experience, give them a more broader aspects of surgery, right? So
Sure.
with that, let's have a discussion and let's take the journey together.
Okay.
Got
Nice,
it.
nice.
So with all said and done, I think the first question is to take what subject, right? So why did you take surgery as a specialty? Was it your first choice, or how did you make your mind to take surgery as a specialty?
Okay, so I've joined my surgery MS started in 2011, 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, in the MBBS phase. So the only exposure was basically during the internship period. During the internship, I was very impressed by the doctors who were surgeons. The
Mm-hmm.
OT was where my calling was, and I just wanted to be in the OT. I remember, going missing classes and going and standing in the OT for cases. I really liked the way the surgeons would carry out the procedure.
Mm-hmm.
But to my notice, I acknowledged that there are no lady surgeons. There were
Yeah.
just no lady surgeons. And when a lady with a complaint of breast or
Mm-hmm.
anywhere else in the body would
Mm-hmm.
come into the surgical OPD, she would be sent to the gynae department for examination,
Mm-hmm.
which totally blew my mind off because gynae does not learn breast.
Mm-hmm.
Breast is completely a surgeon's field.
Right.
So me and my friends, we decided that we need to, get more ladies into surgery. And a lot of discussions with seniors and everyone. The male seniors were very convinced that it's not a lady's job.
Mm-hmm.
Surgery is not a
Mm-hmm.
lady's job. But then I had lady seniors to look up to who held us through. In fact, where I did my PG from,
Mm-hmm.
my HOD was a lady. HOD
Oh.
surgery was a lady. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
she and I were the only ladies in the department.
Got you.
So
Got you.
that was a great exposure. I could see how a lady is carrying out the duties and the responsibilities of an HOD. Plus, I had an immense learning experience during the surgery posting of my 3 year of MS career. If a
Mm-hmm.
patient would come to me, even if it was a male patient, initially they would be a little fidgety to,
Mm-hmm.
let me examine, to talk to me, or to even consider me as a surgeon. But
Yeah.
then, as they would get to know and see the confidence, see the empathy towards them,
Mm-hmm.
soon they would understand that this is my doctor. She's here to help me through the procedure. She will operate. And then the results were also obviously good. So
Yeah.
even then, I had families coming to me. Someone I have operated on upon his grandfather, then the father is coming to me, and then the child is coming to me for hernia surgeries. So it went on.
Mm-hmm.
And so during my second year of MS, I went to JIPMA. I did my MS from Pondicherry.
Got
So
it.
I
Mm-hmm.
went to JIPMA for a conference, and that conference was basically on
Mm-hmm.
breast cancer specifically. So there I met Dr. Kanchan Kaur.
Mm-hmm.
She was giving this presentation, and I was very impressed with the way they were understanding the cosmetically how to improve the breast after cancer surgery.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, cancer surgery does not obviously mean that you need to remove the breast.
Yeah.
They were talking about conservation breast cancer surgeries,
Mm-hmm.
even at the time when it was 2012 in
Mm-hmm.
India. That time
Okay.
it had not started. So I was very impressed. And then I came back and it kept on ringing in my head: breast cancer surgeries, breast surgeries. It is good for a lady.
Mm-hmm.
And so I discussed with my HOD, ki, should I become a breast cancer specialist?
Mm-hmm.
Then she was like, no, Malika, that time, maybe obviously with her experience, she's like, you will not get breast cases. How many cases are there? And why will someone specifically come to you for breast?
Mm-hmm.
But that was 2012. Today I'm
Mm-hmm.
in 2020. There is Dr. Google. The patient
Mm-hmm.
immediately, if they have some issues, they will find out breast cancer specialist. They
Yeah.
will Google that. No
Right.
one is going to a surgeon. They want a specific specialized person.
Yeah.
So that is why our OPD footfalls are at least 50 to 100 patients a day.
Mm-hmm.
So it is not something that no one will approach a breast cancer surgeon now. If the awareness is such that
Yeah.
everyone wants a specialist.
Got it. Got it.
So yes,
So
now I'm only doing breast
got it.
surgeries.
So it's a wonderful the way you have taken it forward to find your
Yes.
niche area and also specialize in that particular
Hmm.
area after your MS surgery. Got it. So now being in, no, I think you've come a long way being a surgeon now, right? So with your experience being a surgeon, what has been the pros of taking surgery as a career pathway?
See, pros is just, soul quenching. When you
Mhm.
do a long procedure in the surgery, it feels very good. Plus, I
Mhm.
was not a medicine person who would just keep studying. I would
Yeah.
rather do than, just wait for medicines to work. So that is why I chose surgery,
Hmm.
because I was in the doing part. The
Got it.
emergencies, the long surgeries did not bother me,
Hmm.
and I would rather operate than, be with a book.
Got it.
So that
Got it.
was my
Right.
calling. And another pros you were asking, no?
Hmm. Yeah.
Just that it is more of doing than, being with a book.
Got it.
That is the pro of being
Right.
a surgeon.
So
Plus, you can
that.
also prescribe medicines.
Yeah,
You
of
can
course.
operate.
Got it. Right. So now, what are the cons of being a surgeon?
Yeah. So the long hours,
Hmm.
you need to be available after operating upon a
Yeah.
patient,
Hmm.
not leave, or you need to be somewhere around.
Yeah.
I stay pretty near to my hospital, and today was Sunday. Whatever cases I operated upon yesterday, I
Hmm.
had to go and see,
Hmm.
and just that is more demanding time wise,
Yeah.
and that it is. That is the only con I feel.
Yeah. So long hours and a lot of time-wise, it's more demanding, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you need
So
to be
now,
around for the patient. They can call you
got it.
anytime.
Got it. Yeah. So we looked into the pros and cons. But one of the thing, what is like, what are the future opportunities after MS surgery? And we also know that MS surgery is, a lot of dilution is happening. So could you just give
Yes,
us
yes.
some insight into what are super specialization opportunities available?
So right now in India, the main super specialization areas are GI surgery,
Mm-hmm.
then it is plastic surgery, then pediatric surgery is one.
Mm-hmm.
Then right now, breast surgery, MCH has come up in AIMS, where
Mm-hmm.
they do MCH in endocrine and breast surgery. This is a newer edition. It is
Mm-hmm.
in AIMS as well as in SGPGI Lucknow. I think they have 3 seats per year. So that has
Mm-hmm.
come up. Endocrine surgeries means the thyroid, adrenals, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
My one of my consultants, he was a SGPGI pass out, and he had done MCH in endocrine and breast surgery from Lucknow.
Okay.
So neurosurgery is one after MCH, but then again, I can tell you why I did not take up what neurosurgery when I was posted in second year. I
Mm-hmm.
realized that I'm putting in a lot of effort. There are a lot of emergency cases, but after operating upon the patients, you do not get good results.
Yeah.
Your patients do not recover too soon,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, operating on vegetables. So that comeback, the amount of effort I've put in is
Yeah.
not coming back to me. The gratitude of the patient is what makes you, when they become thankful, is what fills your heart and you want to do
Mm-hmm.
better. Again, cardiac surgeries, cardiovascular, was why I took up MS surgery. I wanted to become a cardiovascular surgeon. But
Mm-hmm.
again, due to recent times, the medical bit is such that so many medicines, they have been on aspirins and clopidogrel since so long, stenting has happened. So by the time you get a patient for CABG on your table, they're 80-year-old, 80, 85, 90. How will a 80 or 90-year-old with so many comorbidities survive an 8-hour procedure? So most of our patients we would, lose in immediate ICU.
Oh.
Just after the surgery, we would lose the patient in cardiac ICU.
Mm-hmm.
So cardiac surgeries again did not turn up my this thing.
Yeah.
Pediatric surgery I did not want to take up because I was never good with a pediatric patient.
Got it.
GI surgery, yes, I was very interested in GI surgery, and with us while doing MS, it was all laparoscopic.
Mm-hmm.
We hardly had open cases. So now the
Yeah.
trend has completely changed. There is no open GI surgery. GI surgery means that you're a
Yeah.
lap surgeon. Yes. So I had gone and got myself trained in laparoscopic surgery
Mm-hmm.
for a month in
Mm-hmm.
the World Laparoscopic Hospital, which is in Delhi.
Okay.
And we were doing laparoscopic surgeries. After my MS for 2.5 years, I practiced as a
Right.
laparoscopic surgeon.
Right.
And but then, being a lady surgeon,
Mm-hmm.
breast chose me. My patients would be ladies.
Mm-hmm.
They had breast problems.
Mm-hmm.
They would not be ready. And where I was working was a very conservative Muslim dominant area.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted lady surgeon only to see them.
Yeah.
So they would wait for me to finish OT even at 4 p.m. They would wait the whole day to just show a lady. They
Oh.
would not want a male surgeon to examine them or operate upon them. So that is how my OPDs became female dominant.
Mm-hmm.
And female dominant, when they became breast dominant. So I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to study breast more.
Okay.
And then I stumbled upon these fellowships. Fellowships are easy ways where you do not have an entrance exam, which is very tough, like
Yeah.
an MCH
Mm-hmm.
or DM. So they're easy ways to get you where you want to be.
Yeah.
And there were fellowships, Max Institute of Cancer, Max Institute of Medical Sciences. They started this fellowship that year when I was just Googling through. And
Okay.
they, in the what's new section, I stumbled upon and I was like, wow, I want to do this fellowship. That
Mm-hmm.
is when I joined Dr. Geeta Kadaiprath
Mm-hmm.
in the Max
Max.
Cancer Institute.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that is how I did my 1 year fellowship.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was absorbed at Max
Mm-hmm.
as an attending consultant.
Right.
And just last year, I was picked up by Medanta.
Got it. That's a wonderful journey you're taking. Great.
Right.
Great. Right. So that gives us a gist of a lot of super specialization opportunities available, and
Yes.
there's a huge way the students can get into after MS surgery, right? So with that, so once a student completes his MS surgery, what are the job opportunities available in India?
You will be having multiple job opportunities. You can work in corporate hospitals. You can go back and work in medical colleges.
Mm-hmm.
And but it depends. Do you want to stay a general surgeon or do you want to specialize further?
Mm-hmm.
There is no, you should not waste much time
Mm-hmm.
after doing general surgery, because again your MCH exam requires you to be a general surgeon fresher. You need to have the basic, course ka this thing. If you start your practice, you will lose on the medical and academic bit.
Mm-hmm.
So immediately I would say that someone should start studying or preparing for MCH exams immediately,
Mm-hmm.
and qualify your exams and go for the dedicated specialty you want to be in, rather than spending time as a general surgeon and then maybe after 3-4 years then going for MCH is difficult.
Got it. Got it. So basically, if any student is looking for surgery as a specialization, they should need to have a long vision, a long-term vision of
Yes,
what's super
yes,
specialization, and then
yes,
only get into,
yes,
and
true.
not just
Yeah,
complete MS surgery and then practice. Got it.
true, true.
So that's about the India, and of course, a lot of opportunities are available. So what are the opportunities in abroad for MS surgery?
Okay, so as an MS surgeon, I know the career opportunities in breast.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, I came upon there was ISTP, which
Mm-hmm.
is International Surgical Training Program.
Okay.
Okay. and they were partner institutes, AIMS being one, Max being one, Amrita Institute in Kerala being one. So
Mm-hmm.
these institutes, if you go there and
Right.
start working there, you can do a partnership with the UK people, which was Royal College of Surgeons. They were extending these ISTP programs to surgeons
Mm-hmm.
just for training. 1 year of fellowship and 2 year was a proper training. You can choose 1 year or 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
and they would pay you. They would pay you to train you. So it is a job,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
and plus you get a feather on your cap that you have been
Mm-hmm.
trained outside,
Mm-hmm.
which is in demand in India. So
Okay.
that,
Mm-hmm.
and there is a MCH degree being awarded in the UK, which is
Mm-hmm.
an online course. Only
Oh.
the final exam you need to go and give it in Pune, where the
Mm-hmm.
examiners come down from UK. This is happening with Dr. Kopikar.
Mm-hmm.
He is running this course, and it is a 3 year course. Again,
Okay.
this 3 year course, you can terminate it in 1 year by just being a fellow, in
Mm-hmm.
2 years by getting a DNP, and in three
Uh-huh.
years you get a MCH.
In surgery.
Yes, in
Okay.
breast surgery.
Oh, in breast. Okay, so you have to be MS surgeon and then take up this.
Yes.
Right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
This is an online course. The examiners will keep, there will be online exams and everything,
Right.
and
Right.
you need to go to Pune for your exams. So there is no going outside, and
Yeah.
plus you get a degree from outside.
Okay. And with that
That is
degree, you
good.
can go to UK and all other countries to practice.
Yes, that is accepted.
Hmm. Okay. So that's something new. We got that. Okay. Great. So now looking into job opportunities in India, abroad, and the super specialization available in surgeries. So all these areas, what are the financial, the earning potential of a surgeon? What would be a range?
Okay, fine. So once you do your MS in the
Mm-hmm.
fresher year only, you will be. I started around
Mm-hmm.
85,000 per month to
Mm-hmm.
1 lakh. You will be
Mm-hmm.
picked up at this. Then
Yeah.
keep adding, as you keep adding years, you
Mm-hmm.
can, increase 10,000 per year.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I know people earning 5 lakhs a month, 10 lakhs a month. The
Mm-hmm.
neurosurgeons are making money, the cancer surgeons are making money. And if you want, you can start your own practice, your own setup,
Mm-hmm.
and you can always get associated with multiple hospitals, run an OPD, and whenever you want to operate, you can ask your patient to go and get admitted in any hospital where you operate.
Right.
So you can have an independent practice also, plus you can have a salaried business also. So that is, the earning is good enough.
Yeah, I think it's good enough, and it again depends on how busy you would like to be and
Yes,
how many attachments you'd like to have based
true,
on that.
true.
Got it. So and so one of the notion we all have is if you take surgery, you'll be very busy. You'll have a lot of night calls and emergency calls. So
Yeah.
how are you able to manage the work-life balance?
Okay, so now when I've become a breast cancer surgeon, there are no emergencies in my field.
Got
All
it.
my surgeries are planned.
Yeah.
All my patients are thoroughly worked up.
Mm.
We do not have emergency calls.
Mm-hmm.
But as an MF general surgeon, every night was a nightmare. I remember sleeping with the phone next to me, and sometimes I would, get up and see if my phone is on silent or not. There's no call. If there is
Okay.
no call, I would call back the sister that why is there no call? So things are tough. But then, being medicos,
Mm-hmm.
we need to be around with the patient. You cannot operate
Mm-hmm.
a patient and go somewhere. You have to be around as a
Yeah.
general surgeon.
Yeah.
Plan a surgery. You cannot tell the patient you need a surgery. You cannot cut short your OPD times. You
Mm-hmm.
need to have a 10-15 minute good, convincing OPD time allotted to the patient. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot just write paracetamol and send. You need to tell, bhai, you will have pain, then you will take paracetamol with water. Do
Mm-hmm.
not take two paracetamols or three paracetamols in a day. It you have to talk to your patient. That is what
Yeah.
empathy is.
Mm-hmm.
And cancer, when you tell a woman you have cancer, that is when the hell breaks loose. You have to handhold and take them through the surgery and take them through the procedure. The entire treatment is another 8-9 months of
Mm-hmm.
cancer. So you really need to be around with the patient. There is work life balance, and then yes, it gives you pleasure too. When
Mm-hmm.
you've been so much around with a patient, when you help someone out, you automatically get some satisfaction.
Yeah.
And yes, my hospital timings are 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
On the days we operate, I reach the hospital by 8. So it is
Mm-hmm.
8 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yes, I'm back at home.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it.
That is
So, of course,
life
the
balance here.
right. So, of course, the days of being a MS surgeon or during the PG life, of course, you have to be that, on the toes and be busy
Yes,
because you're gonna learn the skills. Once you learn the skills, you go higher in the ladder. When you super
yes,
specialize in a particular area, then I think you get a lot of time to balance the work life,
true,
as you shared,
true.
right? So now, with surgery being MS surgery, after having a lot of super specialties in almost most of the domains of the body, the cavities you can look into. Uh, what do you see surgery in the next, no, future of surgery in next 5 to 10 years?
So future, now we are seeing robotic surgeries. And
Hmm.
then we hear that people can operate from distance and do robotic surgeries. They do not even need to be present. So it is, the future is surgery. Okay.
Hmm.
In the movies also, when you see that someone is fallen ill, they show you a surgeon only.
Yeah.
है ना? So I'm going to vouch for my specialty and I'm going to ask the students to please
Hmm.
take up surgery. Yes,
Hmm.
the path is long, the work is hard, but then you are the doctors who are needed. Fine, anyone with, if I'm going to, condescend the other specialities a bit. My mother wanted me to take up dermat. She was like, okay, your skin is good,
Hmm.
everyone will come to you.
Hmm.
Seeing that, dermat, everyone say, okay, ऐसी चाहिए तो मुझे सब आएंगे, your OPD will be good. But
Great.
I cannot prescribe a lotion and be
Okay.
happy.
Okay.
Yeah, and be
Got you.
happy. So I need to do something. I needed to
Right.
operate,
Hmm.
to go through to cure you of a disease is, way more than just prescribing lotions. And then I
Okay.
can prescribe a lotion later. So, so that is how. So yes, it is a demanding branch.
Hmm.
And after MS general surgery, you cannot just stop there. You need to up your game, do an MCH, do a fellowship. But it does happen for everyone.
Yeah.
If you have the, interest, you can pursue it.
Got it. Wonderful. Wonderful. Right. So with that, I think we covered most of the aspects of surgery and things. So what we would like to know more now is about, like, into your life, and we want to know how from the days of MBBS till now, how was the journey? If you could give us an overview or a glimpse of how your journey has been. What are the things have something interesting so that students could get an idea of
Okay.
how could that
So
be?
I'm going to start. Okay, I was never a kitabi kida. I have never, during my MBBS, I have enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
I have, studied 2 or 3 days prior to the exam, and I have
Mm-hmm.
enjoyed my MBBS time.
Mm-hmm.
But, and so was before, like from in the 12th and the 10th and everything, I came to study. I trained myself more in the 10th and the 12th, and I was a good student, but I was not only into the books. So I've enjoyed my, journey of education thoroughly. But yes, things changed with me when I joined general surgery. My
Mm-hmm.
dedication, my base, my foundation was such that I remember coming home only once or twice in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that really, that time I became very serious. And that is the time I, gave in the most energy.
Mm-hmm.
And that is how, conserve your energy for the future. It should not be that you're going and studying and going on, enjoy yourself, study. MBBS means, going and attending lectures. When you understand them, you will automatically grasp the knowledge. You
Mm-hmm.
do not need to mug up before the exam. Just
Yeah.
enjoy your MBBS and then work hard when the calling comes during MS. My final year exam, when I was writing my paper, this we had studied so much that I felt that the book is open in front of me.
Okay.
So, that my MS was, yes, I gave in a lot during my MS.
Mm-hmm.
My hours, my work, my study time, I was either in the hospital or in the library to study.
Oh,
So
okay.
I worked hard during my MS.
Mhm.
But yes, I enjoyed during MBBS.
Got it. Got it. So that's been a wonderful journey which you have taken again. So with that, so you have gone through a lot of things, right? So what has been the one of the most challenging thing which you have faced being an MS surgeon?
The most challenging thing is again being a lady surgeon amongst the male dominant surgical society, where my during my MS time there were 5 PGs, then there were 4 PGs above, 4 PGs us, and then there was a 4 PG ka batch which is junior to you. So
Hmm.
I was the only lady,
Hmm.
and you obviously have to put in a more efforts to
Hmm.
be called equivalent to the male counterparts.
Right.
But I knew I'm doing a better job than them,
Mhm.
and I believe ladies do it better. That
Got
is
it.
my way, and I've seen how males operate, and I've seen how females operate. When my senior, who is also a lady, when she's operating, we are always like कि cautery बस यहीं रखी जाएगी. It should be clean every time we are cleaning our area,
Got it.
and then we are going to we keep mops. It's all neat. The drapes have to be folded twice. So it is a clean and nice area. How ladies work, it is anytime better than how gentlemen work.
Got it.
We are not disorganized. We are planned. We operate upon 6 patients in a day and we finish on time. So it's good.
Got it. Wonderful, wonderful. So, right. So, and be this one being a female surgeon amongst most of the male surgeons, which is that's the trend there. That's been one of the challenging aspects. Got it.
Yeah.
So, with all these challenges and all the turmoil which you've gone through, what has been the best part of being a surgeon?
Okay, best part is obviously how patients are thankful. I remember operating upon this 14-year-old who had a trauma where a tractor went over him, the wheel of the tractor. He fell down from the tractor and the rear wheel of the tractor went over him. So
Hmm.
what we got in the emergency was a diaphragmatic hernia, okay, complete tear of the diaphragm with all the intestines going up into the thoracic cavity, his lungs being pushed up, bladder injury, the pelvic bone is gone, the femur is gone. So we got a properly crushed patient, and
Okay.
he was a 14 or 15-year-old. So when I saw the X-ray, there was no lung shadow. There was just bowel loops in the chest X-ray. I was like, what is this? Showed it to my senior. He was like, there is complete tear of the diaphragm. Posted him for surgery, arranged multiple blood,
Hmm.
and we pushed back the all the intestines into the abdomen, sutured the diaphragm, and
Hmm.
that is how we recovered him. And a good 25 to 30 days of hospital stay, he
Hmm.
was going with the crutches,
Hmm.
but he was independently eating, going to the washroom,
Hmm.
and now, so what I get from the family is a ghee ka dabba. so,
Got
so
it.
that was great. It was a great experience. It's like कि हमारी देसी गाय का घी का डब्बा है. So that has been the best gift.
Okay.
I
Okay.
worked so hard with that child, and
Hmm.
they even call me now. I have the
Hmm.
tender's number, and they even
Hmm.
call now. And I think that boy is doing something for the Navy now. He is
Oh,
joining the Navy.
okay. Hmm.
So you can understand how much of a difference you can make if
Hmm.
you are there and working. There is no shortcut. Please be there when you are needed to be. I know the juniors, they tend to bunk the duty hours and run here and there, but no, you should not do that. The learning comes. In fact, your seniors are dependent on you. The name is on stake because of you. If you do not do your duties properly, if you do not talk to the patients and convince them and help them out, hold their hands, you know they cannot function. So we need to be doing what we are supposed to be doing.
Got it. No, it's a wonderful message that you gave with this, and I could see that the gratitude at the end of the day of being so busy, night outs, and all those things. That's very fulfilling and that's very satisfying.
True.
That's I think
Yeah,
what
that is the
keeps a
fulfillment.
surgeon move like every day. Got it. So I think we are almost at the end, and what we would like to know is, what would be your message or the guidance for the young doctors who are looking to be surgeons?
So my guidance would be that work hard during your MS general surgery. Your seniors, my senior had a 30 to 40 year experience in the field of general surgery. Learning from her meant
Mhm.
that in these 3 years, I can take 30 years of experience. So I was always, working for her, doing her job. And finally, I would love it when she would teach me in the OT. And the
Mhm.
minute the first hernia case, I still remember, she was standing there teaching the medical students, and I was operating. She
Mhm.
just left me to operate on a hernia patient, and that was during my first year MS. So you need to win your seniors' heart,
Mhm.
work for them to understand better, and their experience is what will be the education they provide. That
Yeah.
is how general surgery is learned. You cannot learn surgery from the books. You need to learn it from your seniors and their experience.
Great. So the message is always, be good to the seniors, and that's the higher the knowledge flow from the seniors to the newcomers is where the entire how the surgery is gone through, right? Great. I think that was a great message, and the insight what you gave of being very candid about what you have seen and what you have been through from the MBBS
Anytime.
to reach the current position and the success what you got and the satisfaction which you get, you're getting the results which you're giving for your students and satisfaction you get. I think it's very inspiring to hear from you. No, it's really inspiring, and we could see that a lot of being in such a wonderful hospital setup in Medanta, which you are. I think the people are coming from around the world to that particular location, and we are so inspired the way you are taking your career and contributing to people around the world. Dr. Malika,
Thank
thank you so much for being here today, and it's been really wonderful discussing with you.
thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sachin. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Isn't this valuable to know the career pathway of a specialist? Hear from experiences of 50 plus consultant doctors from across India. Get an insight into 22 plus medical specialties and make an informed career decision which will shape your future. Join India's first of a kind online medical specialty summit exclusively designed for medical students. Visit our website drsajjanacademy.com to know more. Don't miss out on this golden opportunity.